Afenyo Markin no di omonim no. Ohun amuso mo ye moa. Afenyo Markin apologizes, withdraws recruitment fraud allegation. KwasiA Parliament the next 2 days. Asema na mesi Muntaka ya kromfo, John Mahama Bani ya kromfo, I apologize. But KwasiA, the statement you were making was going against the government and you knew you did not have facts to it. When KwasiA only abroad your difference when the president is sitting, the Speaker of Parliament is sitting, the Chief Justice is sitting, and you lie. This same stupid fool who does not respect the Constitution of the Republic, does not respect the legislature. KwasiA tomorrow will come and stand and say, I am the minority leader. I don't agree. And why is this person doing that? Why not KwasiA kasa also tie? And Bawumia being a liar, and this fool tomorrow will tell us to say he says something in Parliament and that we should believe it. Why not what Ghana KwasiA be in Parliament? We will believe this guy. Now what happened? Afenyo Markin in Parliament. And you see, there's a difference between insinuations. There's a difference between speculative talk. There's a difference between political talk. There will be a friend being emphatic. When you are speaking and making people know, say, their whole can so and no the most important thing. Afenyo Markin jina Parliament. Emma Ghana fo nyina obi a wo hwe wi asada fo nyina ka kire say Muntaka Mubarak oye Interior Minister. Nipa ye former police, immigration, all the security agencies no ono Afenyo who is the leader of the MPP in Parliament. Our evidence to prove say abino bokro no ketase di Ghana for dream. He did not just speculate. He was emphatic. Such statement no it cuts deep into our defense system. That statement no it cuts deep into our Ministry of Interior setup. That statement now, the minority leader in Parliament, swear, take oath. It's a statement at the end of the day. It cuts deep because we are sending Ghana for and the Obitifino we police, we military, we aviation, immigration, or catch us and the say a buying or tesono, lead an air friend Muntakano, or your crown for with this civil, and that is the message you were sending. Now, he was turning the nation against the government. We were not talking about Ministry of Employment. We are not talking about Communication Ministry. We are talking about the Interior Ministry and a minority leader in Parliament. Let's go listen to Afenyo Markin.
On Friday, during the State of the Nation address, the minority leader got up here. Even before then, Mr. Speaker, if you recollect, you were in the chair on Thursday. When he started this allegation, I took the opportunity on the floor to correct him and show him and even encourage him that if he wanted information, he could write and I'll furnish him with all the details. He decided to take advantage of the State of the Nation when the whole world was listening to us to say categorically that the current internal security recruitment is scandalous. There's corruption looming. People will go to prison. He said it on this floor. And I'm saying that, Mr. Speaker, based on our standing order 31, E and F, that is contemptuous. And I'm saying that let's give him an opportunity to go to privileges where you have all the ample time and opportunity to provide all his allegations so that we'll meet him there with our facts. So, Mr. Speaker, that is what I'm referring, that we are having too many of such things coming from somebody like the minority leader. And the time for him to prove his allegation is here. And the best place to do that, Mr. Speaker, is at the privileges.
The fact that this matter has been referred to privileges does not mean that the person is guilty. That is why I said all suspects are supposed to be deemed innocent I am not pronouncing on the guilt of the minority leader or otherwise. I am not. And it is not the responsibility at this stage so to do. It's the responsibility of the committee to make that recommendation to the House.
Honorable Minister of Interior, I am not too sure you want us to pursue this matter. I repeat, because you and I know what we know. Let the referral be made. Let there be a public hearing. Let Afenyo Markin, who these days is seen as perhaps, according to the allegation, I'm saying something which is untruthful and all that, and because of that, it is a breach of parliamentary privilege. Mr. Speaker, you have the wisdom to exercise a discretion. Honorable Minister of Interior, I am not too sure you want us to pursue this matter. I repeat, because you and I know what we know. Let the referral be made. Let there be a public hearing. Let Afenyo Markin, who these days is seen as perhaps, according to the allegation, I'm saying something which is untruthful and all that, and because of that, it is a breach of parliamentary privilege. Mr. Speaker, you have the wisdom to exercise a discretion. I will avail myself.
You see, Muntaka raising issue to catch and say, State of the Nation President by we are seeing national Obi Gina Hakans answer to say the Interior Ministry, they are involved in criminality. The recruitment, you know, a man for a refuel, a man for a jail. It is flawed, the whole process, and that you have evidence. Muntaka raising issue. No, say Gina Parliament catch Muntaka say he is not sure. Say Muntaka, he wants this matter to be called at the Privileges Committee because he's well equipped. He has his evidence. Even at that moment now, Muntaka said, "Oh yeah, no. Jitum na catch Ghana for say, oh yeah, KwasiA-Kevin won't kano kureno." He was still threatening the minister indirectly and telling the minister, "Say, menya sure so say your privileges because you know what I know," and that was a threat, even in Parliament. And this is the minority leader leading the 67 piglets. Also, Kasano, preko no mugwe no. Okasana wote NPP preko no mugwe. Yes, because omwe Jimmy. Afenyo Markin no di omani no. Ohu amuso mo ye moa. Now, you know one funny thing? Now, Emraso, Parliament Asaba, Privileges Committee, ya refer asamna koho. Adia chinya, Afenyo Markin say, "Oh, I apologize for telling the world that you committed a crime and that the Interior Ministry did not commit a crime." Afenyo Markin apologizes, withdraws recruitment fraud allegation. Just like that. KwasiA-Kevin Parliament the next 2 days. Oh, asana na mesi me what evidence no. Asama na mesi Muntaka ya kromfo, John Mahama Bani ya kromfo. Asama na me kan wo State of the Nation and the whole world they share no. I apologize. Then Obejina Parliament, listen to him.
If, Mr. Speaker, the text of my concerns reflected so, it is hereby accordingly withdrawn. And, Mr. Speaker, as colleagues, when a member feels strongly about a statement which is unintended, the right thing to do is to withdraw and apologize to him. Mr. Speaker, I proceed to do so and to assure him that concerns that would arise out of any matter shall be properly be brought to his attention. But on this matter, as I've said before, I will repeat it for Hansa, that anything related to him or his ministry is withdrawn. And again, apologies to him.
Just like that. My catch up Afenyo Markin or KwasiA. Na MPP for the money KwasiA more. Says when a member feels strongly about a statement which is unintended. When a member feels strongly, KwasiA, you made a statement a state of the nation. You are a leader for crying out loud. KwasiA, the statement you were making was going against the government and you knew you did not have facts to it. KwasiA, now one KwasiA, one abronya difference many wom. KwasiA, one Jimmy phone on corona say, where the uncle school da, where the crom for one armed robber difference many wom. You come to parliament, just stand there and say when a member makes a statement and feels strongly about it. This is where we have lowered leadership. This is how we have dragged leadership through the mud. This is the lowest level of how you allow nicompoons and stupid people to lead political parties and stay in parliament. Your principles as a nation, the people calling themselves statesmen who are looking on. This guy basically stabbed the nation on the day the president read a statement about the nation's status. And this piglet just goes out there and say, I felt strongly about the statement. No. This is parliament. Jantreni, this is parliament. This is not your Jantra home. This is a place where every statement you make should take an effect on the nation. And you stand up when the president is sitting, the speaker of parliament is sitting, the chief justice is sitting, and you lie. And then the next day, you come and tell me, say, I apologize. And this same animal, this same stupid fool who does not respect the constitution of the republic, does not respect the legislature, KwasiA tomorrow will come and stand and say, I am the minority leader. I don't agree. And why is this person doing that? Why not KwasiA kasa also tie? This guy is a bloody liar. He's a fool. The reason I'm insulting is because I worship the constitution. I worship parliament. Intiamam KwasiA say lead groups of piglets. And you see, the most interesting thing is from Bawumia to the last person in the MPP, also Obiani problem with this. And how can you call such a person a leader? And Bawumia being a liar, and this fool tomorrow will tell us to say he says something in parliament and that we should believe it. Why in what Ghana KwasiA will be in parliament? We will believe this guy. Why should any Ghanaian get up in the morning and say Afenyo Markin make allegations? Afenyo Markin cast parliament and okre because KwasiA we ka asem enne na ye nyina ekogidia na ekoku obi a ade chia KwasiA we ka say I am sorry. I felt strongly about the statement. Imagine this statement was made from the opposite direction. Ka onim de KwasiA we nkobe. And interestingly enough, from J. Ekufuado, Hakmaroso Ajiman, and Mike Okwe, the so-called leaders of this piglet party, they are all mute because they entertain lies. And that is how low our politics, Yababedu, the filth and the protection of arrogance and lies. Because the leader of the party, Mahmoud Bawumia, or a true for, so he sees nothing with this. So this same fool will come and sit on TV and say, vote for Bawumia into Ochina. When parliament sits and this guy comes to tell us to say, oh, asembika na asamono yenjinindi na yejiminti yase Afenyo Markin say the same Afenyo Markin who on State of the Nations, the world was watching the nation, told a lie and made it look like a yenokre. How can anybody follow a party like MPP? Now principles now party no, I'm say you as a different party na way. Who on earth? KwasiA be a leader. And what makes this guy a leader? This guy is a filthy liar. On Kanokre. And this is not something he just started. Why deal we for a long time. And you see, he has always gotten away with murder. And it has become his hallmark because Bawumiana Odine China, why the minority leader, Bawumia himself is a liar. But this is the lowest level our politics should get. This is the lowest. And I don't know why we as a people, we allow such people. We allow such people to be standing in Ghana and wearing some Vietnam suit. KwasiA Ekrobi Enimnyansa Nko Parliament biem KwasiA. The day he made the statement, do you know when he made the statement? They na no otwa na president, chief justice, the whole world, the speaker, no obia or parliament. Why would he choose that day? Because no person good president in any masse, or person good ministry in any masse, or person or incite Ghanaians against the government. It is a MPP nyam KwasiA. So omo mudi MPP enim enkwara ne penifo omo nyam KwasiA ma. So they will sit and say this guy cannot lead the NPP, but you want this guy to lead you in parliament to come and win power? In KwasiA, do you want this fool tomorrow to come and tell we Ghanaians that we should trust you and trust NPP? Why should anybody trust this guy from tomorrow or from today? Why should anybody? So Obiti Ghana, because this guy can lie to kill. He was in parliament. He was blunt. He told us, even when he was caught, he said that the minister, if he knows better, he should not even take the matter to privileges. Even in the process, he was threatening. So, a chair party Jimmy, a chair mumpenifona Jimmy, a mumpenifo Jimmy, a munkwarai Jimmy. A chair party has no principle to keep this guy as the minority leader. Because let me tell you, your campaign is done as a political party. Every single day this guy speaks in parliament. We as a nation, we will and we believe that it's a lie because we have seen it on countless occasions. So who is this guy going to talk for them to believe? Why not Akwa Kasamana JD? This was parliament. This is parliament. We don't. And that's why I have a problem sometimes when we allow these things to slide. The same person was referred to the Privileges Committee when he basically skipped parliament, went to ECOWAS meeting or parliament. This fool, now some that want the Privileges Committee, we have not spoken about it. KwasiA, how can this fool bring a party to power? It is because Samira Bawumia Nikruno, they don't think, party no, neck no, Jimmy, they are thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about how Ghanaians will see the party. Perception in politics is the greatest hallmark. Perception in politics. Because now, as I sit here, the leader of the party with the flag bearer is a liar, and their leader in parliament is a liar. Who am I going to trust? It's a foolish party. And there's never going to be a day. Afenyo Markin akase Munjimindi on what basis? On what basis? And I say, Afenyo Markin, Abegina Parliament say, into the whole Ghana, we all should do what? We should go and the guy is a foolish idiot with Jimmy. And I've sat here so many times to tell Ghana for say, way with Jimmy, way Otumisha Le Catro. These are the guys who came together to say, Yen Chantro, and Fanto to forces. So now Yama Ayadian, go for Damina and Nine Kubeno, the nice Ahedian, Uncle Jelino. This guy, or a dangerous guy. And I feel bad for the MPP because Emun Kwarane Jimmy and I'm penny for Nabodam. Party are open to me. Party are all try to obey brandy. Party are opposite Ghana for Saji with Dibium. Party are opposite Ghana for who say on your party on Kanokre. Then you have a leader in parliament who basically stays in parliament and say, me chan trodo do me pamochao. And you want Ghana for to get up and say they are going to vote for MPP. Till date, also Bianca say. Till date, when say Obia are criticizing, they will say, no, this is not what the party represents. Sir, 67 piglets now. Odio Parliament. Have you seen any of the pigs say, no, I don't represent this? Because that is what the party represents. That is the MPP. Here today. Also, KwasiA test con 4. NDC has ignored their grassroots, but most of their MPs wear expensive shoes and drive big cars. Muntieno, maybe I make sure Debbie. And the Oshia test comfort. Who's a party more Jimmy?
Who's shoes or someone? I'm with the parliament, not cars, I'm with the demo. I say, hey. Wait, I said, a champagne socialist. We are confront them, tells them that they are champagne socialists. That is what they do. Hypocrisy, double standard. They do politics without principles. Tell them on your campuses. Face them with these words. These are hard facts. They should look at their leaders. Now they are enjoying. And they have abandoned the grassroots. Some of the teen boys who are hungry and on campuses when they
you see the dirty politics he does. KwasiA we say in parliament recently catch a Ghana for say, oh, NDC MPs no. Omo de partner neglect MPs no parliament. And here omo nyesi kampo mfaka parliament. See the same dirty fool. And they will test on and I say nine. Me say oko every tertiary institution omo Jimmy pa test comfort. Enkwara omo Jimmy pa ye de omo ye adwuma test comfort. Omo say toilet mumwa. This was the same person who parliament. Ekache Ghana for say, oh, NDC for no. Omo MPs no. Omo nya appointment to. Here omo nyesi kampo mfaka embadwuma. The same fool was share test confirm kwa na catch say, hey, mo just sit NDC for no share. So mo nyesi go, so mo ka akwa we KwasiA mpanyin. Afenyo Markin, oya KwasiA mpanyin. We Jimmy, but you see the MPP is not ready for power. The MPP as a political party, they are not ready for power. So am I ready for power? And Kakwa will never lead them. But you see, Baumia na juni wa form. Oh, say the leadership of the party no more Jimmy. And Nkwara more party munosono. They don't have sense to sit down and ask themselves questions. Say, na yen Nkwara na yen KwasiA juma no. KwasiA full way are making money and they are fooling us down here because all these statements we are making are factual. Now we a 10 person. Now we a campaigner. Then now be catch a Ghana nino. Afenyo Markin crack our parliament because KwasiA then Afenyo Markin kai and yes any partner odi trust abe patch no. How are you going to convince somebody? We a 10 student. We a 10 TESCON member. Oka TESCON ho. Na also okope nipa abetwa ma MPP. Ona papa do to school now so there KwasiA you be part of the piglet into a TESCON member. Yatiasie. Now you go out there. One, people know Baumia is a liar. They don't even want to listen to Baumia. Now you go with Afenyo Markin statement say even in parliament MPs no because hey jina mo MPs no mo leader no ho because Afenyo enya KwasiA na beka asem ka so oboa no ade ntina omo mo leader no ene mo group no mo parliament omo ka asem ayenji mundi sa na Ghana fo ebusa mo enti se mo nya KwasiA fo na mo nya nwan a this is the time you need to ask yourselves questions. This is the time you need to look at your leadership. This is the time you need to be asking yourself questions. You petu me and I say you petu me. Because from what you are doing, clearly, you animals don't need power. Because we all know in Ghana, or true for power in our politics, Baumia, it will be very hard. It takes about 40 years for Baumia Krairi to trust him. Now that is one. Baumia going into election 2028, Baumia is defective. He's defective. 98% Ayatrono has made him defective already. Now, the 2%, Obaka say, and your parliamentarians can say, Nippon Obaka say, Afenyo Markin no dimu no crab no ka, then Obaka as a TESCON communicator, or your MPP communicator, or China TV. So even in parliament, our parliamentarians Obaka say, hey, who is the leader of your parliament? Afenyo Markin. But Afenyo Markin has been telling you, apologizes for everything. He told us that he even lied on State of the Nation the day he was given opportunity to speak. So what are you telling me? Who in the minority is intelligent? KwasiA mpanyin ben say all credibility of minority num. Ebesin ne minority when we say pete bako etuma ye bold say nipa. Omadane mwa enumguo. Yes. Omadane mwa because they don't have principles. Because part 9 say nine. Nobody can speak. Nobody can point to people and say we are in opposition. It hurts. Our conduct, our statements, the things we do, and remember Ghana for my opportunity. Why are we even making things worse? So which political party in the world, they will still keep this fool as their leader? Because the party is left with only arrogant, foolish idiots who are only thinking about themselves. And the leader of the party, who is Bawumia, is ignorant. And you see, when you see stuff like this, it hurts. It hurts because they are using the small, and they small girls, small boys. Phoebe, now Afenyo Markin is using them. Because Ghana ni onimi nyansa no. Ube jina ni mo abaga se one, oba omiano onka no kre. You see, asema na oka kyerɛ me. O parliament wono de odi o manimu no wabe gyina ka yɛ sɛ nsɛm a ohanhan ni ka no ɛyɛ atoro nti wo bɛka de akyerɛ me MPP communicator any NDC communicator echo radio station you cannot raise any issue from parliament because the moment you are done with your submission NDC ni busa host so ombusa na say is this the same Afenyo Markin's minority telling us this what shows it is true. That is basic communication. That is basic communication. Ochina NDC communicator tia, MPP communicator tia, TM wie. Now I say even our parliamentarians went to see Coco for Ombebuta say parliamentarian na Afenyo Markin lead mu na. Unless you people want to tell us Onyomu leader. A leader who is a liar, how can I take anything from his group? Because it means every single person behind him is a liar. Finito. That is all. You are a communicator of the NDC. Don't push yourself too much. Because Jimmy, in the NDC, you can't do this. They will sack you.